Today's Scent Blocker Most Wanted is being brought to you by Cuddyback, fast trigger speed, long battery life. Matthews, catches if you can. Rage Slip Cam Broadheads, the revolutionary rear deploying broadhead.
You know, a year ago, I was 2 days into my hunt after this monster bear that showed up on my trail cam. I mean, huge. The biggest black bear that I had ever seen. You know, the next evening, walking right into my stand location is this same huge bear. Shooting a big bear like this, well, it doesn't make me a bigger man. What does make me a better hunter is to have the patience to wait until I could get a good ethical shot. Patience is a virtue that not all hunters have. You know, as I sat watching this bear, and he threw these 50-pound logs around like matchsticks. Then he would set back actually on his butt, move left, and then finally moving to the right, and then laying down. I can only tell you this, it took a lot of patience. You know, this guy was well within the range, but just didn't present me a broadside shot. And this went on for 20 minutes. Felt like an eternity. The light was fading. The camera could hardly see the bear. And unfortunately, off he went, back into the bush. Now it's a year later, and our trail cams, well, they show the big guy is back.
Bob and Larry are up in Canada on their bear hunt. This year, they've decided to put their tree stand and their bait site right down this corridor that was created by these power lines. Now, this Cuddyback has shown us that Bob's bear is back in the area.
And I gotta tell you, I'm pumped, and I'm certain that I had everything I needed for the evening hunt. You know, Lauren, before I had left, had pulled all my scent elimination gear, boots, camera, broadhead, and my brand new reason. Now I'm finally on my way to the stand. But while I had a cell phone signal, I thought I better get back with Lauren to find out what the weather forecast was going to be. I'm telling you, the skies was looking pretty nasty. Lauren.
Hey, Bob. I didn't think your phone worked in Canada. I thought I was going to have the week off.
How about if you go to the board and pull up the weather for Atikokan?
I guess. It looks like right now you've got some great weather, but those winds are going to be picking up, and it looks like waves of storms are going to be rolling through. I hope you packed your rain gear.
It's going to rain. Well, it's raining right now. I've got clearing back over here, and I thought I was going to be okay. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Now, I could just hope that the forecast was wrong. This time, Larry had actually set up my bait site on a clear-cut opening that was on a power line. Remember, last year in the woods, we lost light. I gotta tell you, this stand was gonna be great for filming under low light conditions. You know, I had just got my wireless mic on, got suited up, had sprayed down and gelled down, and you know, from the walk in. And as I turn around to say something to the camera guy, there's a bear. As I said, we really wasn't ready yet, and as I look at this bear, the camera guy's trying to get turned around, and there's a little bit of a hill that goes up behind us, and that bear, he'd walk, and he'd just stop. And now, like I said, it was still early. We had plenty of light. Wind was starting to pick up. I knew a front was coming in. I kept looking back there, he'd walk, and then the bear, he just lays down, and I get my binoculars out, and I'm looking at him, and the second, I gotta tell you, the second I got them binoculars and zoomed in on him at 25 yards back there in the bush, there was no doubt the monster was back.
Today's ScentBlocker Most Wanted is being brought to you by Ford and your quality Ford dealers. Browning, the best there is. Whitetail Institute. Deer nutrition is all we do.